Know the top stories of the day. Understand the issues that matter. This is Manila Bulletin News on Web. Your quick rundown of top news in the country and around the world. Manila Bulletin, celebrating 120 years of timely stories and timeless truths. Be fully informed.
Hi, I'm Barbie Atienza. This is MB Now, and here are your news on web. The Octa research group urged the government to extend the general community quarantine status imposed in the National Capital Region Plus areas to prevent another surge of cases amid the threat of the coronavirus variants. The independent research group has also expressed concern over the growing threat of the highly transmissible Delta variant. With this, experts called for an expanded testing, tracing, and isolation, as well as improved biosurveillance nationwide, noting that early detection of cases can help slow the spread of the variant. Octa also recommended that the government impose strict border controls to prevent the entry of the Delta and other variants of concern. The government was also urged to ensure safe workplaces as the economy further opens up following the easing of restrictions. Likewise, the research group sought to accelerate the implementation of the NCR Plus 8 Plus 10 vaccine deployment program. Metro Manila, Rizal, and Bulacan have been placed under GCQ with some restrictions from July 1 to 15, while Laguna and Cavite were under GCQ with heightened restrictions. The Department of Health is hopeful that the number of new COVID-19 cases being detected daily will continue to decline. To further bring down the COVID-19 cases, DOH Secretary Francisco Duque III said that it is important to further intensify the implementation of Prevent, Detect, Isolate, Treat, and Reintegrate or PDITR strategy, and he also emphasized the importance of vaccination. Duque also expressed his gratitude to the country's healthcare workers for their contribution in the fight against COVID-19. He said that the continuing improvement in the clinical management of severe to critical COVID cases has helped in lowering the country's case fatality rate. Duque also said that the case fatality rate remains below 2%, much less than the global case fatality rate of about 2.2%. More Filipinos have expressed willingness to get vaccinated against the COVID-19 based on the latest survey of the social weather stations. 45% are willing to get vaccinated, 24% are uncertain, and 21% are unwilling to get vaccinated against COVID-19. SWS said that the latest percentage of those willing to get vaccinated is 13 points above the 32% in May 2021. Those uncertain about being vaccinated also went down from 35%, and those unwilling to get vaccinated fell from 33%. Probed for the first time in June 2021, SWS said the percentage of those who already received their first dose of the vaccine is highest in Metro Manila with 21%, followed distantly by Balanced Luzon and Visayas with 5% and Mindanao with 3%. The national survey, which was conducted from June 23 to 26, 2021, among 1,200 adult respondents. Here is a roundup of news in and around Metro Manila. Let's watch these reports.
Quezon City has breached the 1 million mark in terms of total number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered. As of July 13, a total of 1,013,988 vaccine doses were already administered, 686,311 of which were first dose, while 327,677 were second dose. This means 40.37% of local government's 1.7 million target population got their first dose, while 19.28% already completed their job. Mayor Joy Belmonte said in a statement that they are truly grateful for the QC vaccination program called QC Protectado in the service to Q citizens. The Pateros municipal government is issuing tamper-proof vaccination certificate or cards to people who have already received their second dose. Mayor Miguel Ponce III held Wednesday a demonstration of the vaccination certificate, which is a QR code that is unique to each vaccinee. After individuals receive their second dose, he said they need to send important personal information needed to an email address displayed at the vaccination site. After this, they will receive an email containing their vaccination certificate. Manila City's first official animal frontliner, Chi-Chi, has passed away. Chi-Chi was the dog of Kagawa Jean Ramos and Jake Ryan Ramos and served as a barangay dog frontliner in Barangay 379, Santa Cruz. The Manila Public Information Office announced the passing of Chi-Chi on its Facebook page on July 14. Chi-Chi was laid to rest at the Manila North Cemetery.
And now let's take a look at the latest news in other parts of the country. And here are the details.
Motorists going to Nueva Ecija will have the chance to enjoy a smooth journey via the Central Luzon Link Expressway free of charge. According to DPWH Secretary Mark Villar, the entire project will not be charging motorists any amount as it is funded by the General Appropriations Act, unlike other private-public partnership projects that are funded through partnership between the government and the private sector. To be opened initially today, July 15, is the first 18-kilometer segment of the expressway as work on the Cabanatuan segment is currently ongoing. The new expressway will form a key east-to-west link for the expressway network of Central Luzon, ensuring continuous, seamless traffic for the motoring public from Metro Manila and vice versa. The world-famous Boracay Island might be closed again to tourists if the national government places Aklan under Modified Enhanced Community Quarantine or MECQ status to curb the number of COVID-19 cases. Mayor Floribar Bautista said that they submitted an appeal that Aklan won't be under MECQ as the IATF has recommended that Aklan will be under MECQ status for July 16 to 31. Aside from Malay, where the world-famous island is located, the Aklan provincial government under Governor Florencio Miraflores also sent its appeal to the IATF. Survivors of the C-130 military plane crash met their Tausug rescuers in what was planned as a surprise reunion in Zamboanga City last Wednesday, July 14. Erham Awaludin and militiaman Madskur Sahibon and Sharif Abrij Abdua were brought by the Western Mindanao Command to Zamboanga City for the much-awaited meeting with the crash survivors. The young heroes met the military men and felt what they describe as mixed feelings. 22-year-old laborer Erham Awaludin said the soldiers must have remembered the harrowing experience when their C-130 aircraft crashed in Patikul, Sulu. 28-year-old Sharif Abrij Abdua, the man who went viral for saying "Kapit lang sir, babalik kami," was recognized immediately by Private Paul Bandalan, the man he rescued. Abdua said that Bandalan saw the video and he thanked him for not leaving him. Abdua also said he felt sad upon learning that some of the survivors who were taken to Zamboanga hospitals expired due to injuries sustained in the crash.
And now for the updates from around the world. Here is that report.
Indonesia posted record daily infections topping 54,000 on Wednesday as the highly infectious Delta variant rips across the archipelago, catapulting it ahead of India as Asia's COVID-19 epicenter. On Wednesday, Indonesia's health ministry posted its highest ever 54,517 new cases and 991 deaths in 24 hours. Recent daily mortality rates are as high as 10 times the numbers in early June. But the official data is widely believed to be a severe undercount due to low testing rates and poor contact tracing. And there are fears that Eid al-Adha celebrations, which start next week, could spark another explosion in cases across the world's biggest Muslim-majority nation. Curfews and other virus restrictions are returning to many regions of Spain as the country tries to curb a surge in more contagious Delta cases, especially among unvaccinated young people. The northeastern region of Catalonia on Wednesday asked the courts for permission to impose a nightly curfew in its hardest hit cities, including Barcelona. The spike in cases in the region followed the reopening of nightclubs on June 21 and the end of the school year. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said the country was on track to have 70% of the population immunized against COVID-19 before the end of August and urged young people to keep taking measures to avoid getting infected. Pope Francis on Wednesday left the Rome hospital. The 84-year-old was whisked away from the Gemelli University Hospital in a car with tinted windows and was later spotted returning to his home within the Vatican's wall. According to Vatican spokesman Matteo Bruni, Pope stopped off on the way at the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore for a quick prayer to express his gratitude to the success of his surgery. The Pope also prayed at the Central Rome Church for all the sick, especially all those he had met during his stay in hospital. Francis had been admitted to hospital after suffering from a type of diverticulitis, an inflammation of pockets that developed in the lining of the intestine.
For the latest news in showbiz, let's watch this.
The Miss Universe Philippines organization has revealed the new format in the selection of the new batch of winners. Miss Universe Philippines National Director Shamsi Supsup Lee made the announcement during the homecoming party for Miss Universe Philippines 2020 Rabia Mateo, who arrived in Manila after an 80-day journey in the United States. The Miss Universe Philippines decided to do virtual screenings at the beginning so that the delegates do not have to be in Manila and incur lots of unnecessary travel expenses. From the virtual screenings, the top 100 delegates will be selected and revealed on July 19. They will be the official MUPH delegates who will undergo a series of virtual challenges in the following weeks. Through online voting and the judges' scores, the field will be narrowed down to a top 75 and then a top 50. These top 50 delegates will then go to Manila for a live interview challenge with the Miss Universe Philippines Board of Judges. Ultimately, a top 30 will be chosen and announced on August 31. The top 30 will then compete at the Miss Universe Philippines Live Coronation Night, which will be held on September 25. The deadline for application ends today, July 15.
And here is the latest from Manila Bulletin's sports section. Let's watch this.
Chris Middleton scored 40 points, 10 of them in the final crucial minutes, as the Milwaukee Bucks rallied past Phoenix with a score of 109-103 on Wednesday to pull level in the NBA Finals. Milwaukee equalized at 2-2 in the best-of-7 championship series, with Game 5 on Saturday in Phoenix and Game 6 on Tuesday at Milwaukee. Middleton said that the only way they are going to win the series is to get one on the road and that it would be nice to get the next one. The Bucks seek their first crown since 1971, while the Suns seek their first title in the club's 53-year history.
And those are the news on web today, July 15, 2021. For more news and details, get your copy of the Manila Bulletin newspaper tomorrow, or you can log on to www.mb.com.ph. You may also subscribe to our newsletter through the link on this video's caption to have the day's latest news delivered to your inbox. I am Barbie Atienza for Manila Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow. This has been MB Now. Be fully informed.